Hey YouTube, this is MegaIphoneReviews, and here we have a review of the Speck Candyshell case. It's a simple snap-on case that has, it's like a hybrid case that has a rubber interior, or some rubberish material feeling, and a plastic exterior, and it's a snap-on case. So very simple to get on your phone. I like to go button side in, line it up, and snap, and there you go. That's why it's called a snap-on case. And this is a $35 case. You can get this from speckproducts.com, and I actually got this in a trade from another YouTuber, Maxed Out Kid Fresh, and a link in the description below will be to his channel so you can check him out. So, as you can see, your buttons are actually rubber. If I can just get that to focus. There you go. So your volume up and down are rubber. They're pretty easy to get to, and that's pretty much standard. Then you have your vibrate switch, which is a bit buried in there, but it's pretty easy to get to still. So if I move up, as you can see, these rubber corners, which I'll get to in a minute. You have your 3.5mm jack that should work with most headphones. My Beats by Dre does fit in there. It's not too high up or recessed. Then you have your power button, which is probably the biggest flaw in my opinion with this case. It's there, it's a rubber button, but you can't really feel it, so sometimes you don't really know if you're pushing it up or if you're actually pushing it down, and it gets kind of annoying, especially if your phone's in your pocket and you just want to turn it on or off. And then you have, once again, these rubber corners, which are on all corners of the phone, or of the case, all four of them. Then your bottom is completely exposed, your speakers are dock and everything. This does dock in my iHome, even though it is a bit of a bulky case. Not too bulky, but it is a bit bigger. And it has a nice grip. It's plastic on the outside. It is a fingerprint magnet, and it is a kind of slippery on the back, and it should get scratched up if I can show you. Now, the camera won't focus into scratches, but it does have a bit of scratches, and it scratches pretty easily this back, but it's not really too noticeable. Then your camera hole cutout is done fine, and there's really not, it's really just a simple snap-on case that's a bit bulkier than most and does have this lay on the table design. But what really makes this unique is, if you remember seeing, I'll take this actually off, it's kind of hard to take off. I take off just like this and just push it until it falls out. So if you remember from the inside, it's like this rubbery material, and that actually should absorb the shock. This takes the hit, this absorbs it, so your phone doesn't really get damaged from drop. I drop my phone all the time. I don't know why. It's just recently I've been dropping my phone a lot, but this case has been able to hold that. And these railings right here, if that'll focus, are also rubber, which gives you a rubber lay on the table design, so it doesn't really slide like that. Let me just get this back on. So there you go. Like I said, real simple to get into. It even works if you have a zag or clear coat front or back. Even the back works. Also Jello-skin, all those sort of things do work. It has, but what actually happens is the phone gets raised a bit, so you have less of a lay on the table design. But this lay on the table design is rubber, so it doesn't really get in the way if you're like sliding. It's like a boundary kind of for your phone, but it doesn't interfere like some lay on the table designs do. Overall, this is an awesome case. It is in my top 5 iPhone cases video. I think it's number 2, but even though it's not number 1, it's probably the case I use most. It's just basically the most accessible case, the simplest to use, and probably my favorite case. So be sure to check out speckproducts.com, the Speck Candyshell, and check out the YouTuber Maxed Out Kid Fresh. So this is an awesome case, and if you like it, you can purchase it for $35, or you can find it cheaper elsewhere, like at a retail store. So this is MegaIphoneReviews. Be sure to check out my other videos if you're new to the channel. Subscribe, and thanks for watching.